this in terms of her tweets. Like, if you guys didn't see Sophie Cunningham's retweets, Sophie Cunningham obviously responded with the shrug Instagram post. But
Sophie Cunningham didn't just clap back, she detonated. The moment a petition surfaced to ban her like she was a Marvel villain, Sophie didn't issue a tearful apology or go silent. She quote tweeted it with a post celebrating her jersey selling out. Yes, while Twitter was in full meltdown, Sophie served shade with a side of stardom. That wasn't damage control, it was diva domination.
But has responded to the petition by just retweeting a freaking post about her jersey being sold out. That is a response. That is quote tweeting her the petition. Like, that is the best way of going about it.
Her response was a masterclass in how to turn cancel culture into comedic gold. She didn't fold, didn't retreat. She turned the spotlight into a flamethrower and aimed it right back. While the drama brewed, Sophie leaned in like a queen, adjusting her crown mid-chaos. When fans demanded her removal, she dropped a highlight reel with extra sauce instead. This isn't someone surviving backlash. This is a woman thriving in it like it's her natural habitat. And let's not forget, her jersey is now outselling Caitlin Clark's. Let that marinate. Sophie didn't beg for forgiveness. She snatched the narrative and did a TikTok dance on its grave. The Dallas Wings fan page, the All-Star Game slander, the fake concerns over player safety. Sophie ate it all up like it was game day fuel.
I need to talk about this right here. So yesterday's game was obviously funny. Yesterday's game was obviously crazy. But have you guys not seen the petition?
She didn't hide. She lunged right into the eye of the storm and turned it into her catwalk. This isn't a redemption arc. It's full-blown retaliation with glitter and crossover moves. She didn't apologize. She replied with merch sales. Her jersey outsold the golden girl of the league. Caitlin Clark, the face of basketball, dethroned in the merch game by Sophie Cunningham. Why? Because Sophie stood up for her. She retaliated with a mic drop and the receipts to back it up. If you thought she'd cry, think again. She's got the aggression of a linebacker and the Twitter game of a meme lord. And let's talk about that petition again. It read like a pearl-clutching soap opera script. Fans acting like Sophie committed a felony when all she did was react. Sheldon shoulder-checked Sophie like a train on fire, but Sophie's reaction? Calculated, controlled, iconic. The refs blinked, the crowd gasped, but Sophie, she stood tall. Because when Sheldon came in with the energy of a linebacker trying to erase her, Sophie didn't flop. She absorbed it like a seasoned chaos connoisseur, controlled demolition. Basketball's version of a trust fall, with zero trust, and the referees, silent. Watching like confused mall cops while Sophie's ribcage got rebranded. No whistle, no tech, nothing. And yet Sophie didn't retaliate. That's restraint. That's power. That's professionalism.
There is the Dallas Wings fan page. Take the All-Star game out of Indiana. I'm serious. This is about player safety. Dude, don't worry. Neither JC or Marina's making the All-Star team. Players will be safe. The only player on the Dallas Wings that's going to make the All-Star team is Paige Beck.
But that's not what the petition said. It painted her as reckless, dangerous, a menace. Why? Because she responded to being mauled like a player with pride. The same physicality praised in others becomes a crime when it's Sophie. That's the hypocrisy. And it's dripping from every arena light. Sheldon bulldozes. She's gritty. Sophie bumps back. She's dirty. Make it make sense. Sophie's not the villain. She's the enforcer, the one who does what the refs won't. And if that makes her a target, so be it. She stood on business. She did what needed to be done. And while the league upgraded fouls after the game like that changes anything, Sophie didn't wait for validation. She made her own justice in real time. Her feed turned into a gallery of clapbacks, eye roll emojis, subtle digs. It wasn't just social, it was surgical. The vibe? If you come for Sophie, bring a helmet. She's not bitter, she's bulletproof. The league treats egregious fouls like technical difficulties. Sophie treats them like invitations. And somehow in the chaos, she became a fan favorite. Not just to Clark Nation, but to everyone tired of the double standards. Sophie is what happens when players get tired of being punching bags. She's not here to play nice. She's here to win. And people are finally seeing her. The jersey sales prove it, the tweets prove it, the TikToks prove it.
WNBA before she even thinks about being an all-star this year. But yeah, it is hilarious. It is absolutely.
She's more than an athlete, she's a phenomenon. The refs may be asleep, but the world is wide awake. Because what Sophie did, it was honorable. She protected her teammate, she stood up, and now she stands out. She doesn't need a PR firm, she is the headline. She's not asking for fairness, she's rewriting the script. She turned a cancel campaign into a launch pad. She turned outrage into influence. The league can try to downplay it. They can try to slap retroactive fouls on it, but the moment's already gone viral. The clip lives forever. The narrative is hers now. Sophie didn't just play the game, she changed it. And in case you missed it, that jersey...
Now everybody knows who Sophie Cunningham is. Everybody wants a piece of Sophie Cunningham. Her jersey is the #1 selling jersey in the WNBA. Sold out. Now, why is that significant?
Now that Sophie Cunningham has become the league's most unexpected anti-hero, let's really break down what this moment means. She didn't just defend a teammate, she exposed the underbelly of the WNBA's officiating mess in real time. Think about it. When Caitlin Clark gets bumped, shoved, tripped, or checked, the whistle's optional. But when Sophie even breathes with conviction, people are grabbing their pitchforks. The double standards have become a meme. It's like the refs are officiating from an alternate universe where common sense got benched. And while the league was fumbling its chance to make it right, Sophie went viral for doing their job better than them. Fans aren't dumb. They saw Sheldon lower her shoulder into Sophie like she was aiming for a football tackle. They saw Mabry go full Mortal Kombat with that eye poke. The league saw it too, and did nothing until social media forced their hand. But by then, the damage was done, and Sophie had already flipped the narrative. That retweet, legendary.
Her jersey surpassed the all-time woman, Caitlin Clark. The most popular woman ever in the WNBA, Caitlin Clark, got her jersey surpassed by Sophie Cunningham. Why? Because Sophie Cunningham...
The caption didn't even need words. Her jersey sold out. Her highlight reel went international. And somewhere in that chaos, Sophie Cunningham became the face of resilience, attitude, and unfiltered justice. It's no longer about whether she overreacted. It's about why she had to react in the first place. Sophie didn't seek conflict. Conflict sought her. And when it arrived, she danced in the fire instead of backing down. The refs tried to ignore it. The league tried to gaslight it. The haters tried to cancel it. But Sophie, she monetized it. Now, her every move is a movement. Every game she plays feels like an episode of a saga where justice wears sneakers and throws shoulder checks like punctuation marks. She's no longer just a role player. She's a rebel icon. The WNBA doesn't know what to do with her because she doesn't fit in the mold. She's not here to smile politely, while the league pretends to care about player safety. She's here to speak up, step up, and shake things up. And the crowd loves it. The jersey sales say it. The hashtags scream it. Even the people who hated her are now buying tickets just to watch what she'll do next. She's become the plot twist in a league that desperately needed one. Think about how rare that is. One tweet, one highlight, and suddenly everyone's talking Sophie.
Everybody knows who Sophie Cunningham is. Everybody wants a piece of Sophie Cunningham. Her jersey is the #1 selling jersey in the WNBA. Sold out. Now, why is that significant? I'll tell you.
Not just for the shove, not just for the drama, but for the defiance, the vibe, the absolute refusal to be silent. And that's what's rattling people. She didn't say sorry, she didn't play the victim, she played the villain, but on her terms. And in today's era, that's magnetic. You want to know why her jersey's outselling everyone else's? Because she's real, she's raw, she's relatable in the most badass way possible. She's the friend who calls out the BS while the others stay quiet. She's the one who walks into chaos and walks out with a trophy. The league thought they could paint her as a problem. Instead, they accidentally made her a star. She's not chasing approval, she's setting the tone. And her tone is crystal clear. Protect your people, call out the nonsense, and never let the noise drown you out. This wasn't Sophie asking for attention. This was Sophie taking what was already hers. And the fans responded like she dropped a mixtape. Now every clip of her defending Clark is a rally cry. Every comment section under her tweet is a war zone of support. She became more than a player, she became a statement. Even people who don't watch the WNBA now know who Sophie Cunningham is. That's power, that's presence. That's what happens when someone stands on business and refuses to budge. And what did the league do? Upgraded a couple fouls like that was enough. That's like duct taping a hole in a sinking ship.
Caitlin Clark, the most popular woman ever in the WNBA, Caitlin Clark, got her jersey surpassed by Sophie Cunningham. Why? Because Sophie Cunningham stood up for Caitlin Clark.
The fans saw the pattern, they saw the game, they saw the silence. And Sophie? She saw it too and called it out with her whole chest. That's why people are riding for her. Not because she's perfect, but because she's fearless. Because she didn't wait for permission. She didn't hide behind statements. She didn't let the league spin the story. She told her own. She took the hits and turned them into headlines. Now she's not just part of the game, she's the storyline. And if you think this ends here, think again. Because Sophie isn't just reacting, she's evolving. She's becoming the kind of athlete who redefines what accountability looks like.
I'm sorry, bro. That was honorable what she had done for Caitlyn, bro. What did Rachel Dementa say? What did Rachel say about this?
If the refs are not going to do their job, the players are going to have to be the enforcers themselves.
She didn't need the league to have her back because she had her own. And now millions of fans have hers. That's the twist. The league tried to downplay it, but the internet doesn't forget. Those clips, those tweets, those receipts, they're eternal. Sophie didn't disappear. She multiplied. Her followers are growing. Her message is spreading. Her impact is undeniable. So when the next game starts and Sophie steps onto that court, understand she's not just playing basketball. She's playing for every player who's been ignored. Every foul that
Saying how she ain't got 1 million followers or more by now. I've never really had an opinion on NBA or WNBA because I've just never cared to watch it. It's always been boring. Since Caitlyn Clark, it has been interesting to watch. And now Sophie Cunningham, she don't play about her teammate. These girls, this